Hello everyone, it is me, Nikki Britt, and I am coming to you guys with a vlog. So, I bet y'all wondering, girl, what you vlogging about today? What you vlogging about? So, or whatever, I was on a lot of different social media platforms today. I was on my tag, which I use my tag, y'all know my tag be lit. And I was on Periscope and a couple of different social media sites. And while I was on this site, it was one important thing that I wanted to get from everybody. And I wanted to get a topic. I wanted to get a topic that I felt like would be very great to start off this whole conversation. Okay? This whole vlogging conversation. I needed something. And so now, excuse me y'all, now I have that, and so now I'm ready. And it's crazy because I didn't have no paper. So I was on Periscope and I had a guy come up, and his name, I forgot his name. I think it was like, it was an S name, Stewart or something like that. So if you're watching this vlog, don't feel insulted. I just did not remember. I feel like it's Stewart though. So if it's Stewart and I got it, go ahead and be like, you got it. If I didn't get it, I'm sorry. I had to write on a band-aid because I didn't have no paper and I didn't feel like getting up. Like, I really did not feel like getting up live. I didn't feel like, yeah, I'm recording this. I'm always recording a live. I'm trying not to make this video too long. Like, my makeup one was so long, it was like an hour. So I'm not going to be trying to do as much talking. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay. 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 Alright. So the question I wrote on the band-aid, literally, I wrote the question down on the band-aid. I can't make it up. I cannot make this up. Okay, so the question that I wrote down, or whatever, that this guy asked me to choose this topic was, is monogamy unrealistic in today's society? Now, if I could pick up, I can't pick up my cup right now, but I could pick up my water bottle that's peeled up and say, you know, take a little tea. What y'all guys think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Is monogamy unrealistic in today's society? Well, here's my answer. What do we define as monogamy? Well, for y'all who don't know, who've been living up under a bridge. Not even a bridge, because even people up under the bridge got more knowledge than that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, first, y'all who've been living inside of a cave and you're just coming out into 2018. Monogamy means being faithfully loyal to one person. Whereas polygamy, which is the opposite side, it is being with multiple people and having a relationship. Now, in my opinion, I don't want to be biased, but y'all already are like, you're a woman, you're biased. Is monogamy unrealistic? I feel like monogamy is not unrealistic in today's society. I feel like, you know, with the amount of people that are being born, population-wise, in not only the United States, but in the world. Let's think about places like China.
You know that moment when your Virgoness come out and you think before you speak, so you know
like
you're going to get in trouble for what you're about to say? Yeah, that moment.
But I feel like a lot of times whenever we talk about this with men, they always have this argument, kind of like, I'm sorry, Stewart, don't get mad at me. But it's always like, do we have to be monogamous? Like why isn't polygamy? Well, I feel like a lot of people fail to realize what age we're in. We are in the age of 2018, baby. Which means we are not in the beginning of time. We are not trying to procreate more humans. We're not. Can we be honest? We're not. We are in a time period where we have vast amount of different races and ethnicities of people, and we're not trying to procreate humans like in the biblical days, you know, that so many guys are so used to referring to, of why they should sow their royal oats, you know. But anyhow, so I feel like that is still realistic. You know, like, you're not out here trying to sleep with all these women because you're trying to keep your family generation going, because it's going to continue regardless. nowadays we have technology to continue our generations. Like even long after you're gone, your brain still stays here or whatever. Like literally, your brain literally still stays here. Do you understand what I'm saying? How powerful that is? Like this video that I'm making right now, after I'm gone and I'm discarded, this video is still going to be here. Literally. So a piece of me will literally be here, even in the form of you seeing me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not like back in the day, in the biblical days. I feel like so many men had that argument though, like, well, back in the day, that's always their excuse. Well, back in the day, men would sleep with multiple women to keep their family line going because it's easier for men to reproduce. And I would always argue with those guys, like, okay, so that means that I can be married to you, and I can be married to Tom too, and I can be married to Bob. Well, no, it takes you longer to reproduce and have children. Well, that's technically, but who says if you're able to go out and you're able to go and, hey, and have several different wives, what's to stop me from having several different husbands? But then they get mad. Whoa, it takes you 9 months. Yeah, but I can have 9 months with you, and then 9 months with a dude that's smarter than you, because if he was smarter than you, he would know to just be monogamous with me, baby, But anyway, I feel like it's such a great topic, though, Polygamy. Do nowadays, it's so many, it's that the word, it's seen as so many variations, like it's girls that are side chicks now, and they're okay with that. That's a form of polygamy. It's sister wives, so many different things, you know what I mean, that goes into polygamy now. Now, we can ask that question. Don, would you ever be okay with a polygamous relationship? Like, would you be okay with your man coming home to you, and then, the room next door to you is the other girl, and you guys just, like, eat tea and drink, cappuccinos together?
Hell no.
I said eat tea, sorry, y'all, but
hell
you know what I mean.
No.
I just...
Hell no,
I can't
no,
fathom
no,
that. Like, I'm selfish.
No.
Like, you gonna love me, baby.
No.
Okay. But I mean, I wouldn't be happy with it. I feel like it's selfish, Well, I feel like the reason why I could never really be okay with a polygamous relationship, because I feel like whenever we talk about polygamy in America, we always say it is a man with 2 women. We never say polygamy with a woman with 2 men. And if we can't say that, then I'm not okay with it. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's just one of those things that we just do to control people. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, you're just going to go off and be with him or whatever. And he has 2 girls, but that's cool. But she does, whoa, she's a slut. You know what I mean? Like, so I never really, I couldn't do it personally. It's no shade to anybody else. You do what make you happy. But I don't think that monogamy is unrealistic. I do think that, that with social media, it makes it so much more accessible to go and be with multiple people and put on that persona. But I feel like if technology, as of today, if technology was to shut down today, and we were just to live at the population that what we are at, is monogamy unrealistic? Not at all. I feel like a lot of guys kind of like have this old warped mindset that we're in the caveman age and that we're trying to reproduce to keep our, you know what I mean? We're not there. Like, we have to, sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone and see, where are you at? We're in 2018 where the population is something billion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what, you're going to be here regardless. This video lives on forever. I will be here regardless. So we're not trying to keep our generations, like we were back, you feel what I'm saying, back in time, back in the biblical days, if you want to quote that. But I don't feel like that it is unrealistic. I feel like a lot of guys just take advantage of that. Like, and then, it's like we misquote a lot of things. Like, we'll use the Bible to say this or use it to say this. Now, I'm not getting into religion. I'm trying to stay away from that. So I'm like, But I feel like, as my granny said, they made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Sarah and Kira and Ashley and Bianca, and you know what I mean. And if we have to be okay with that, then let's not be upset when women, have Daniel and Tommy and Lewis and Carl and Lorenzo and you know what I mean, just all these different guys or whatever. I feel like we have to look at it both sides and kind of like stop being, real flaky. If you're gonna do it, then do it, boo. You feel what I'm saying? Don't go halfway. So a while ago I had a discussion with a guy, and he was super into religion, and he was like, no, a man could, like, they can have multiple wives, they had it in here, and this, that, and the third. And I just be looking at him like, oh gosh, ugh. He was like, so what do you think? And he got to me, and he already like, she's going to be against it. I'm like, you know, I kind of understand certain stuff though, because I kind of understand, like, it's a lot of women that get out here. Let me bash women for a second. I'm sorry. I know y'all women like, oh, she about to bash us. What? I have to do it sometimes. I got to keep it a band. There's a lot of women out here who get out here, you feel what I'm saying, and, you know, they are messing with a guy that they know is in a relationship with another woman that is in love with that woman, that will not leave that woman, but he has some kind of, you know, curiosity in her, and she stays with him, and he pays her bills, and it is sort of like the Bible, but it's sort of not. It's sort of like the respect is diminished. Like, it's like, where is the respect? You know, you're not even a wife. Like, at least in polygamy, you would be a wife, you know. You're just a side chick. It's not a good thing to be, baby, but you do what suits you, I guess, for a lot of people. I can't judge you. I won't judge you. Because, you know, sometimes stuff just happens, or some people just end up in those situations sometimes, you know. But it's not somewhere where you want to kind of like, it's not somewhere where you want to kind of glamorize it and make it seem like, oh my God, I'm a side chick. Like, oh, you know, you shouldn't glamorize it. It's not, it's like you glamorizing you peeing in the bed as a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like you do it, and and I'm not saying that it's not normal. It's normal for a kid to pee in the bed, but you're not going to walk around and say, yeah, I pee in the bed. And you're like, sit down. Like, you know what I mean? Go sit down somewhere with that. Like, you sound stupid, you know. That's just my mindset. I know I'm all over the place with this. Y'all like, how did we get into peeing in the bed? But it's just my way of comparing, you know, and contrasting different things or whatever. Of course, I know that being a side chick and being a kid peeing in the bed is two different things. But I think that monogamy is still realistic, regardless of how much technology it is. Like, I feel like if you really find somebody that you really genuinely care for, like genuinely care for, and you're not just with them for an image or a persona, it's so easy to be with somebody monogamous. Like, it really is. Like, because you can't see nobody but them. And I know people say, oh, you're a woman, but I know so many men in my life who are like that too. Like, and then you have to kind of define, you know, when we're talking about this, it goes into so many sections. Like, what is loyalty? What is this? Like, and today, like, I feel like loyalty is making sure that person is complete, and making sure if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be doing anything that you would be ashamed to do if that person is in front of you. So maybe you got friends that you texting me. I'm cool with it. I'm not mad if you're texting people. You know, it's just, what are you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? How are you carrying on with these conversations? What is their intrigue with you? If you know that they're intrigued with you so much that you wouldn't have me around them, then you shouldn't have them around. You feel what I'm saying? But you shouldn't, like, I feel like you're able to, in this day and age, when we have technology, still reproduce.
And my tongue ran away.
Still reproduce a monogamous relationship, but you have to be willing to do that. And I feel like nowadays a lot of people ain't willing to do it because of technology. People are just like, well, yeah, you know, I mean, I could be with her or I could be with him, but you know, I can always find another him. I got technology. I can, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you really messed out on somebody who's a genuine person. I always talk about this, like, on my different lives. Like, you messed out on somebody that's real genuine, that's really going to hold you down and be there for you. You feel what I'm saying? Just because you have technology. Like, you know how many people, like, literally break up with people just because they're like, well, I can get on Instagram and I can have a dude in my inbox right now. I can have a girl in my inbox right now. I can hit her up, tell her, let me do this, and she probably gonna let me do it. But it's the difference when you have somebody who's valuable versus somebody that's like just an object, like this empty bottle that can get thrown in the trash. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's good for a couple of things, like holding a couple of things, you feel what I'm saying? But I can throw it away and discard it. It has no value to me, whereas something that has value to me, you feel what I'm saying, it means so much more. And I feel like a lot of people are missing what it means to have value and what it means for something not to have value. And once we kind of like scope this mindset of when we understand, like, You know what I mean? Like certain things with lust, it doesn't have value. It doesn't have substance. Like, if the only reason why you're with him is because of the value that his penis gives you, or you just with her because how good she does this, or you know what I mean? It just doesn't have value. And once we kind of like get to this mindset of gaining that momentum of what it means to have value again, because I feel like we've lost it or whatever, that's when everybody will kind of like be so much better. Like, we'll start seeing more happy marriages, more this, that, and the third. Like, it's just so much with this topic that I can just literally bounce off when it comes to monogamy, because it's so big. You know, I'm so dramatic, y'all know. It's just such a big topic, and I think it's really important for people to understand why monogamy doesn't work, why it doesn't work for certain people, because it does work. It's just, it doesn't work for certain people who are unappreciative and who don't understand value and substance and depth. Because we get so, you know, maybe it's the guy who has the woman and she has all those traits. She's beautiful, you know, she's hardworking, dedicated, educated, everything that he said, but then he drops her because she's not lit like the girls that are stripping in the strip club. And that's no shade to those girls in the strip club, because there's a lot of girls in the strip club who are the same characteristic of the woman I just named. It's just maybe she ain't out there. Maybe she not on Instagram, you know what I mean, selling herself on Instagram, or maybe she's not doing this, that, and the third on Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? But and they discard the woman who pretty much has value and substance for somebody that they think is fun, and then they realize in the end, you feel what I'm saying, it take a while for it to get to the end. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for those women out there who feel like, well, he just threw me away. For those guys out there who feel like, well, she just threw me away or whatever. She just threw me to the side. You feel what I'm saying? For somebody who don't even have no value, who don't even care about her, who don't even have her best interest. It's cool. Sometimes it takes time. Timing is everything. It takes time for certain things to happen. Like, nothing happens quickly. You know, a volcano don't just, you feel what I'm saying, erupt. It takes time of building up, you feel what I'm saying, and being inactive to erupt. And trust and believe, when that person realizes, you feel what I'm saying, that you are valuable, it's going to kill them. Because it's nothing more that you hate than going to the store and going to go buy you a bomb fit, and you just know you got it, and then you realize somebody threw your fit away. Do you understand how upset you would be? Man, ain't nothing worse than you going to go buy you a taco. You feel what I'm saying? You get all the way home, you just know you're going to eat that taco. You get home and you realize that that taco is not there. Do you hear me? I don't think y'all really get what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think you really get it. But food just makes me real sensitive. Well, tacos are. You feel what I'm saying? Anywho, we're going to learn that. But I'm just so happy that this was one of the first topics that I was able to talk about, which was monogamy. Is monogamy unrealistic in today's society? If you guys agree with me or whatever, hit the like button. If you don't agree with me, hit the like button, because, you know, you better agree with me. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And that is all I have to say for today. I'm not trying to make this video long, but I have this feeling that I've been talking for a long time. Anyway, I am Nikki Britt, and I'm out. And make sure you subscribe to me, boo.
Your face is hella like you wanna tell me stop it. I'ma do it till you can't take no more. To my lips.